All right, have and have not fans. Shout out to Jake and Helen, some of my more devoted commenters on my live stream. This video is kind of dedicated to them. It's mixing in a couple of points they made in a live stream I did yesterday. The title for this video, just to be on the safe side in terms of demonetization, is Candace pregnant. So just so you know, Jeremy, this is clickbait. No, I'm actually going to be talking about the subject of Candace potentially being pregnant. Helen brought that up, but then I believe Jake threw in some very good details about what if it's possible that she has, a disease, venereal disease. It has to do with the scene from the next episode where Candace is over at her mother's house, and I'm still going to call it, Catherine is pretty much saying that it's Hannah's house, so it's Hannah's house. And she's crying. I think the most obvious reason that she's crying is because she takes Charles' advice to go over to make amends with her mother. And it's not going to be something that can just come out. It is going to be some emotion in it. So most people would just automatically assume it's about grieving her son, coming to her family instead of pushing them away. Because even going back to the beginning of last season, Hannah and Benny made multiple attempts to reach out to Candace because they knew she would not be okay just, pushing everyone aside. So now to actually have her come to get them is pretty damn emotional. Even Benny, I don't even think, and oh Lord, I hope I don't mess this up, but I don't even think Benny could ruin this moment because they are all so emotional at that time. I feel like both of them were going to be shocked that Candace comes there to begin with, but to actually make peace with them is definitely something else. So that's the primary theory, that, Candace is just going to go over there to hopefully patch up things, or at least it's not going to be an insta fix. It's going to take time, but beginning the grieving and healing process with her family. That's really what I mean to say there. But in regards to the disease theory, I hope that's not the case, just because that's a bit of a sour note. So I don't think that Candace has any kind of STD, and if she did, my gosh, there are so many other characters on this show that go in raw that they need them. They definitely probably have diseases themselves. But I think we should hop aboard the pregnant train. And I think that Jake and Helen definitely did a good job pointing out that might explain why Candace is so damn emotional lately. The obvious reason is, well, one, she's lost her son, she killed someone, and in both scenarios, she's really never dealt with those emotions of guilt, regret, fear. She's always kind of bottled them up and put on this false facade of being a hard ass, but really that's the opposite of who she really is, as Landon said that Charles called her out for. And it makes sense how she's so messed up, about to have a nervous breakdown and everything. But being pregnant definitely would be interesting, to say the least, because story-wise, it would probably give her the opportunity to be a mother to that child, unlike how she was with Quincy Jr. The most likely candidate, no pun intended, of the baby daddy is Charles. A lot of people also probably think that it could be Warlock for all the times he forced himself on her, but maybe, well, I don't want to make this sound bad, but in a way, that would probably bring her closer to Hannah, because Candace getting impregnated by a man who forced himself on her, Warlock, would be very similar to how Hannah was conceived when the tattoo man, I'm not going to say Derek, but I'm just going to say the man with the lion tattoo, forced himself on her. So that would kind of bring things full circle, but a lot of us are probably hoping that it's still Charles. For all we know, my God, what if Oscar's the baby daddy? Don't you think that would be very awkward if the father of her baby is the man that she killed? Damn. That would be messed up. I have no words of that. That is messed up. If that is the case, can you imagine that? But with that being said, really nothing else to talk about in this scenario. It could definitely explain her emotional fluxes, but then again, a lot of these characters have major inconsistencies with their personality. So Yeah, but again, shout out to Helen and Jake, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think there is a possibility that A, Candace is pregnant, B, who do you think the baby daddy is, C, does she have an STD, or D, is it just Jeremy? Yeah, this is an interesting fan theory, but I think the reason she's probably breaking down when she goes over to Hannah's house is just because she's trying to make amends, and you know, that's it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You guys know the drill. Social media is in the description. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep this thing moving. Thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. Be sure to click the thumbs up button if you like what you just saw. And if you have anything you would like to add to the video itself, go down to the comment section below and type out your thoughts. And I also have social media related to the haves and the have-nots: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group. Links to everything will be in the description below. And if you like action figures, video games, and trading cards, I have an eBay store as well where there's free shipping on everything. But I also have a second YouTube channel that I'm working on where I talk about things that are non-Tyler Perry related, such as anime, superhero shows and movies, music, pop culture, and sometimes political news depending on what the circumstances are. Be sure to check out that channel as well. In the top left hand corner, you should see a picture of Candice Young. You can click on her to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. And if you like the video you just saw, be sure to check out the other two videos that should be popping up on the right hand side. Trust me, if you like this video, you'll love them too. Once again, thanks so much for visiting my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video.